So we have an old light that came in the house. It's actually missing some parts, kind of a little worse for wear. Time to replace it. So we've got the gold crystal chandelier, and this is from YURNYQ. YURNYQ. That's the brand name. And of course, it's a gold crystal chandelier, and it's about 12 inches in diameter. I'll show you what you get in the box. And here's actually the one that I'm replacing right down here. And we'll go through the install really quickly and kind of show you like kind of a before and after. You're going to get, of course, the base plate, and this is the part that goes on your ceiling. And this is why I really liked it, because it comes with a bunch of different rods. So currently the one that we have now hangs from a chain, and this is going to let you decide if you want it really far from the ceiling or close to the ceiling. You can decide by putting more or less of the rods you want to do. So that's kind of a cool be able to do that. And it's going to come with a little manual and some wire nuts, some screws, some pins. And here's the instructions. We'll look at the instructions here in a second. Oh, and it does come with an extra the little chandelier part here in case you do break one. So you got a spare one. Looks like just one in there. And then the best part, of course, the chandelier. And like I said, they do have two different models of this. They have a small and a large. So if you want to keep the theme going through your house, you got like an entryway, small entryway, you can get a small one. Or like a kitchen, you can use kind of like the bigger one. And let's open this up. And you can see it's a nice little chandelier. I got the plastic on here still. I have not taken it. I'm going to keep it on here until I'm done installing it, so that way I don't damage anything, just in case. But you can kind of see it has different individual little panes here, so kind of like a chandelier effect. And it does have 3 bulbs, and the one we have right now is 3 bulbs, so this is going to provide the same amount of lighting to it. And it's actually nice and heavy duty. It's metal, and I think these are more of a plastic. But you kind of get the idea. What you're going to do is you're going to mount your rods on here, and however far you want it from the ceiling, you're going to do that. So I'm going to go through and install it really quickly, and we'll show you kind of before and after. And of course, read the instructions. Let's see. You can kind of see here, kind of shows you how you can mount it to the ceiling, and you can do different lengths of rods. So if you want it far from the ceiling, close to the ceiling. And I think on the back goes through some wiring. If you don't know how to do wiring or electrical work, hire an electrician. This will be easy for them. I've done it before, so for me, not too bad. Probably take you maybe about a half hour to install it. Just depends on how fast you are and how much trouble you have on your ceiling, those kind of things. But all in all, I'm liking this so far. I like the gold color of it, and I like that it's kind of a chandelier. We kind of have a chandelier already, but it's kind of more of some glass panes. This is going to be kind of more classy, I guess. So let's go install. And here's the light we're going to be replacing right here. And let me turn it on for you so you get an idea. It's fairly bright. You can see it kind of lights up. But we're going to have the new one a little bit higher than this guy. You can kind of see he's probably about 2.5 feet from the ceiling, so not too far. So it's going to be an upgrade. But like I said, this guy, he's missing some parts. So he's got to go. It's time to replace him. And we're going to reuse these 3 bulbs because they use the same bulbs. You can see even here, it's pretty old, pretty beat up. Time for a new one. So the first step you want to do, there's a little washer here, a little gold washer. Make sure that's there. Put your first rod on, and then run your wires through. You can see I got the wires already through. And I'm just going to use 2 rods, and I found it a little easier. There's like a little threaded nut in here. If you take this out on this one, and then put your wires through, and then put the nut back on, it'll go through a lot easier. You won't get kind of bound up on there. You might get lucky to go right straight through. I had to take the little nut off, and it went right through, but pretty easy. So I'm just using a long one, short one, and then we're going to put the little mounting plate on the ceiling and install it. The last step, you want to put the little canopy on, and that's going to go very end of your rods, and this is the part that goes on the ceiling to make it look all nice and neat. And of course, you're going to put it on your mounting box on the ceiling, your electrical box. There's a little bracket for that. That's separate, but this is the last step. So pre-assemble everything, and then we'll mount it on the ceiling. And here it is, fully assembled. You can see I have it mounted to the ceiling. Nice long rod here. I kept it a little bit shorter than the other one, but it does have a very nice chandelier effect. It's kind of hard to tell with the camera, but very, very nice. It's actually much brighter than the other one that we had, maybe because it's a little more transparent, but it does have a really nice effect on it. I'll get up closer here for you. So you can kind of see it from the side. Really, really nice light. I like this a lot. But all in all, you really can't go wrong with this. Like I said, this is the gold chandelier. Really nice effect with the little panes all around, and you do get an extra pane, a spare pane, and some pins to pin it on. So if you do for somehow one gets broken over time, you do have a spare one. But all in all, really nice light, nice install. Everything went together really well, and you really can't go wrong with this guy. Check it out.